Ruben spoke to the press ahead of the Aston Villa match, and several key points stood out from his pre-match press conference. First, he addressed the situation involving Kabi's brother, Jordan, who wore a free Kabi Menu t-shirt and appeared near the pitch. It was clearly an attempt to draw attention, and in no way did it actually help Kabi Menu. In fact, it came across as selfish. However, the manager was quick to shut down any controversy. He made it clear that Kabi himself had nothing to do with the t-shirt, and that team selection would not be influenced by someone else's actions. Kabi will not be benched because of it, nor will he be selected because of it. If he starts, it's because he deserves to start. If he's on the bench, it's because he deserves to be there. That stand from the gaffer deserves respect. Ruben Amorim also confirmed that Kabi Menu played very well against Bournemouth. His performance was strong, and the decision on whether he starts the next match will be based purely on merit. Later in the press conference, the manager was asked about academy players after reports that Harry Amas and Cheeto Obi posted content on Instagram that was later deleted. The media questioned the reasoning behind those posts, prompting Ruben Amorim to respond and clarify the club's position on the matter. I feel there's a bit of entitlement at the club. Sometimes strong words aren't bad words, and difficult moments aren't bad for young players. We don't always need to be perfect or handle every situation delicately. You often talk about players who speak out against their clubs because they feel entitled. When you have legends around you, the attitude can become, if I don't play, then everyone else is wrong, so I should leave. No, stay and fight. I feel I need to push back against this mentality. I'll be the first to admit that I'm failing in some areas off the pitch. I'll say that openly. But what I can guarantee is that I'm not failing this club. We sometimes forget what it truly means to play for Manchester United. As a club, we forget who we are. The environment has allowed young players to feel entitled. So entitled that they think responding to the manager with an Instagram post is acceptable. The manager said his office is open, but nobody comes to him. That says a lot. We need change at this club. And to be clear, he didn't say anything wrong. He spoke about the privilege of playing for Manchester United. When you play for this club, you are exposed to a different reality, a different level of expectation. Football isn't the same everywhere, and I understand that. That was his point. Ruben Amorim's interview was absolutely spot on. Some academy players feel far too entitled, and that's why people feel comfortable speaking publicly about the club in ways they shouldn't. Take Cheeto Obi Martin, for example, feeling like he deserves to start for Manchester United. How? Why? This mentality has to change. You never hear academy players at Liverpool, someone like Rion Gamaha, coming out to say they deserve to start. You don't hear Rico Lewis or Oscar Bob at Manchester City saying they deserve to be in the starting 11. They wait. They work. They earn it. Patience is part of development. That sense of entitlement needs to disappear, and I completely agree with Ruben Amorim on this. Manchester United fans, you have a very good coach on your hands. You need to back him fully, 100%. He is the one who will change this club. The manager clearly sees something, and I see it too. He handles himself very well in press conferences, and there is obvious progress compared to last season. Yes, there are inconsistencies, but that's part of rebuilding. The coach himself admitted he's not perfect, and he's not afraid of being challenged. That's why he says his office is always open. The strange thing is that nobody goes to him. That has to change. And as fans, we also have to do better. This won't be easy. We're going to suffer at times, but not like last season. The improvement is clear for anyone who's watching. So let's be patient, stay united, and see where this goes. Follow Futsanif, like, comment, and share this video with your friends and family. Peace.